Hello viewers and dear students, in this video I'll continue with revision for term 1. Here I will discuss about numerical inequalities and solve the questions of exercise 9 unit 1 numbers quantification and numerical applications of student support material. First we will see what is an inequality. An inequality, it compares any two values and shows whether one value is less than, greater than or equal to the value on the other side of the equation. And we are all familiar with these symbols: less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Any two real numbers associated by any of these symbol, it forms an numerical inequality. So these are basically numerical inequalities. Moving on, now we will see the relationship between arithmetic mean and the geometric mean. We already know about arithmetic mean and geometric mean, which one is more and which one is less, from class 11 applied mathematics itself. The same question was asked in the sample question paper. If A and B are positive numbers and A and G are their arithmetic mean and geometric mean respectively, then we have the arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to the geometric mean. That is, we have taken A as arithmetic mean and G as the geometric mean. So we have A greater than or equal to G. Now let us prove this. First let us consider, we know arithmetic mean of two positive numbers A and B. It is given by A plus B by 2, and the geometric mean of the two positive numbers A and B, it is given by root of AB. So first let us consider A minus G. Here A minus G will be A plus B by 2 minus root of AB, or it is equal to A plus B minus 2 into root of AB, the whole divided by 2. Or this is equal to root A the whole square plus root B the whole square minus 2 into root A root B upon 2. So this is of the form A square plus B square minus 2AB. So this is A minus B the whole square, where A is root A and B is root B. So this is equal to root A minus root B the whole square upon 2. Now we know that this is always going to be greater than or equal to 0. This is a non-negative quantity. So from here we can see that A minus G greater than or equal to 0, or A greater than or equal to G. That is, A is nothing but A plus B by 2. This is greater than or equal to root of AB. That is, A plus B by 2 greater than or equal to root of AB, or we have A plus B greater than 2 into root of AB. In the sample question paper, this was given as one of the options and we have to tick this option. So this is with respect to relationship between arithmetic mean and geometric mean. Now moving on to the properties of numerical inequalities. For three real numbers A, B and C, if A greater than B and B greater than C, then we have A greater than C. Say for example, we have 5 greater than 3 and 3 greater than 2. This implies 5 is greater than 2. Then we have, if A greater than B and C greater than 0, then A plus B will be greater than B plus C, A minus C will be greater than B minus C, A into C will be greater than B into C, and A divided by C will be greater than B divided by C. So when we have A greater than B and C is any positive real number, then if you do all these operations on both sides, the sign of the inequality will not change. Now coming to the next situation, if A greater than B and C is less than 0, that is C is a negative real number, then A into C will be less than B into C, and A divided by C will be less than B divided by C. Say for example, we have 5 greater than 2 If we multiply both sides of the inequality by say -1, we have -5 here and -2 here. Now -5 is less than -2. So when we multiply or divide both sides of the inequality by a negative real number, then the sign of the inequality changes. So here we have 5 greater than 2. On the other hand, if we multiply both sides of this by a negative number, say -1, we have -5 less than -2. So these are the properties of numerical inequalities. Now moving on to the exercise questions of exercise 9 from the student support material. First question, Mr. X and Mr. Y have net worth of rupees 1.93 crores and rupees -0.22 crores. INR is nothing but Indian rupee. Represent the above information in the form of inequality. So here we can see that the net worth of Mr. X is more than net worth of Mr. Y. So we can write net worth of Mr. X greater than net worth of Mr. Y. Or we have 1.93 greater than -0.22. Next question. Two players, player A and player B, are playing a game by rolling a dice. They decided that the player who will get the higher total will be the winner. If they rolled the dice 3 times and the observations were recorded as follows, answer the following questions on the basis of the information given above. So here we have two players A and B. They are playing a game by rolling a die, and they decided that the person who gets the higher total will be the winner. So player A got 2, 5 and 1, player B got 1, 4 and 6. So here the total is 8 and here the total is 11. So here it is asked who is the winner of the game. So the winner of the game is the person who gets the higher total. So player B is the winner of the game. So the winner of the game is player B. Represent the above information as a numerical inequality. So we have to represent this as a numerical inequality. So we can write it as 8 less than 11. Next question, solve 4x minus 2 less than 8 where x belongs to z. Z is the set of all integers. So we need to solve for x. Now 4x minus 2 less than 8, it implies 4x less than 10, or we have x less than 10 by 4, which means x is less than 2.5. Since x belongs to the set of integers, x can take all those values which are integers less than 2.5. Therefore, x is equal to, here we have 2, then 1, then 0, then -1, then -2, then up to etc. So all those values which x can take are from -infinity up to etc. to -1, -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. It has to stop with 2. Next question, show that the numbers 16 and 4 satisfy the numerical inequality arithmetic mean greater than or equal to geometric mean. So for 16 and 4, arithmetic mean is 16 plus 4 by 2. So it is 20 by 2, which is 10. And then the geometric mean is root of 16 into 4. So it is root 64, which is 8. So we can see that 10 is greater than 8. Therefore, it satisfies the numerical inequality arithmetic mean greater than or equal to geometric mean. Next question, solve the following inequality. Minus 2z minus 6 less than 10. So here we have minus 2z minus 6 less than 10. So let us multiply both sides by minus 1. So multiply both sides by minus 1, negative 1. So when we multiply by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. So we get 2z plus 6 greater than minus 10, or we have 2z greater than minus 10 minus 6 minus 16, or we have z greater than minus 8. So we can either have z greater than minus 8, or we can write this as z belongs to open interval minus 8 comma infinity if z is a real number. Next question, 2a less than a minus 4 less than or equal to 3a plus 8. So when we have such forms of inequality, we have to do this separately. So we have 2a less than a minus 4 and a minus 4 less than or equal to 3a plus 8. So from these two inequalities, we can find the value of a. So here we have 4 less than, 2a minus a less than minus 4, or we have a less than minus 4. And from here we have minus 4 minus 8 less than or equal to 3a minus a, or minus 12 less than or equal to 2a, or we get minus 6 less than or equal to a. So from these two we can see that, so from the inequalities 1 and 2, we get minus 6 less than or equal to a less than minus 4. So here we have minus 6 less than or equal to a less than minus 4, or we have a belongs to closed interval minus 6 and open interval minus 4. Since we have MCQs here based on the option which are given, we can either have this answer or this answer. Both are correct. The next question, y minus 1 by 3 plus 4 less than y minus 5 by 5 minus 2. So let us try to solve this. So we have y minus 1 by 3 minus y minus 5 by 5 is less than minus 2 minus 4. So on taking LCM and simplifying, we get 5y minus 5 minus 3y plus 15 upon 15 is less than minus 6. Or we have 2y plus 10 is less than minus 90. Or we get 2y less than minus 100. So we get y less than minus 50. So y less than minus 50 is also correct, or y belongs to minus infinity comma minus 50. So the answer can be either minus 50 or open interval minus infinity comma minus 50. Next question, prove that the following inequality holds true. Root 5 plus root 3 greater than root 6 plus root 2. So we have to prove root 5 plus root 3 greater than root 6 plus root 2. Or instead of proving this, we can also prove, that is root 3 minus root 2 greater than root 6 minus root 5. So we can prove If we prove root 3 minus root 2 greater than root 6 minus root 5, again it is the same. So first let us consider root 3 minus root 2. On multiplying and dividing by root 3 plus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 plus root 2, we get a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So root 3 the whole square is 3 and root 2 the whole square is 2. So it is 3 minus 2 by root 3 plus root 2, or it is equal to root 3 minus root 2 is equal to 1 by root 3 plus root 2. Now let us consider root 6 minus root 5. Now root 6 minus root 5 into root 6 plus root 5 by root 6 plus root 5. This is equal to root 6 the whole square minus root 5 the whole square. So it is 6 minus 5 by root 6 plus root 5. Therefore, root 6 minus root 5 is equal to 1 by root 6 plus root 5. So let us take this as 1 and this as 2. Now from these two we can see that root 6 plus root 5 is greater. Since root 6 plus root 5 more than root 3 plus root 2, this means root 3 minus root 2. This means root 6 minus root 5 is less than root 3 minus root 2. So here we can see that root 6 plus root 5 is greater than root 3 plus root 2. So 1 by root 6 plus root 5 will be less than 1 by root 3 plus root 2, or root 6 minus root 5 is less than root 3 minus root 2. So this implies root 6 plus root 2 less than root 3 plus root 5. That is root 5 plus root 3 greater than root 6 plus root 2. Hence it is proved. This is what we have to prove and we have proved it. Next question, insert the appropriate sign of inequality. So we have root 3 into root 50 minus root 32 on one side and 3 into root 54 plus 2 root 24 on the other side. So let us simplify and see which one is greater and which one is smaller. So first let us take root 3 into root 50 minus root 32. So this is equal to root 3 into, consider, root 50 is root of 25 into 2 minus root 32 is root of 16 into 2. So this is equal to root 3 into root 25 is 5. So it is 5 root 2 minus root 16 is 4. So it is 4 root 2. So this is equal to root 3 into 5 root 2 minus 4 root 2 is root 2. So this is root 6. Now let us consider the right hand side of inequality. So here let us consider the right hand side. So 3 root 54 into 2 root 24. So this is equal to 3 into 54 is, this is plus, 9 into 6 plus 2 into 24 is 4 into 6. So this is equal to, here root of 9 into 6 will be root 9 into root 6. So it is 3 root 6. So it is 3 into 3 root 6 plus 2 into root 4 is 2. So it is 2 into root 6. So this is 9 root 6 plus 4 root 6, which is 13 root 6. So this means the left hand side is root 6 and the right hand side is 13 root 6. It means root 6 less than 13 root 6. So the appropriate sign is the less than sign. Next question, if a and b are positive integers and a minus b by 6.25 is equal to 8 by 2.5, we have to check which option is correct. So now a minus b by 6.25 equal to 8 by 2.5. This implies a minus b is equal to 8 into 6.25 by 2.5. So this is equal to 8 into 625 by 250. So this will go in 25 10 times and this one 25 times. So again in 5 it will go. So we get a minus b is equal to 20 or a is equal to b plus 20. So here it is given a and b are positive integers. So if a is equal to b plus 20, it means b is less than a. So the correct option is b is less than a. So the correct option is option 2. So this implies a greater than b or b less than a. The last question, if p greater than q and r less than 0, then which of the following is true? Now we have seen in the properties, when we have p is greater than 0 and when we multiply both sides of this inequality by a number which is negative, then the sign of the inequality changes. So r less than 0 implies PR will be less than QR. So the correct option is option 1. I hope this video was useful for you. With this, the solution for the exercise from Unit 1 of Student Support material is completed. I would recommend all the students to be familiar with the example questions and solve all the exercise questions so that it will be useful for the end term exam. All the best for your end term examination. Thank you for watching.